Thank you. A couple of items this evening. First, I want to follow up on Daryl's comments to our employees, all of our employees, just to restate that we value our employees and all that you do, and we know it's difficult, the job that you do, no matter what your position, and the residents of Corona also appreciate the work that you're doing. One of the things that I keep in mind is in June, I went to a California League of Cities meeting in which CalPERS was a major discussion. And as part of that, there was a question asked of a panel, and that was, and I've shared this before, and that was, is it foreseen that most of the cities in California will follow the path of Vallejo, Stockton, and the others, and becoming bankrupt? And the response from the panel was that they don't necessarily see it that way. What they do foresee is in the not too distant future, with the way CalPERS is going, is that cities will become limited bankrupt cities. And giving clarification on that, what they were indicating to us is that if you have a library in your community, your library would go to being open 1 day or 2 days a week. If you have a fire department that has maybe 5 stations, it will go down to 1 or 2 stations serving your entire city. Your police department would be cut in half or more in order to become just survivable. Other resources, parks and recreation, would be non-existent. Those activities would no longer take place. Those were scary things to hear from that panel and other council members that were attending. The whole room was filled with council members. It was a scary thing for everyone to hear. But as I said, I value our employees, and one of the things that I always keep in mind during these extremely difficult times, and I know they're extremely difficult, I feel that they are, and that is that I want to work to keep this city going as long as we can, and secondly, to keep as many of our employees employed as long as we can. Because in that scenario that panel described, you can figure out that there are many, many employees that would no longer be employed. So that's something that I keep in mind throughout this difficult time. On a different note, I wish to mention a nonprofit that many people have not heard. The name of the nonprofit is Crystal Roses, and Crystal Roses has a goal of providing comfort today and hope for tomorrow for women and children with life-threatening medical conditions, and this is typically cancer. They raise funds in order to help these women or children, and one of the things that they have done is a comedy show, which I attended. I know Mayor Haley was there, and Council Member Spiegel was also there. It's a great show. It's clean comedy, so the whole family can go. And they take that funding, as I said, and they help these people that are going through very difficult times. They have just started recently a youth group tied to Crystal Roses, and they started this because in many cases the women that are going through cancer or another major illness, they have children, and they wanted to empower the children of these individuals so that they become empowered, engaged, involved, and encouraged in a positive means. And to do that, they put together this youth group, and they are venturing out to do these things. And then I was honored that they came and asked me if they could name an award that they're giving out for their youth advisory group for my wife, Dee Scott, who passed away in February from pancreatic cancer. So my daughter my youngest daughter was there, and my son-in-law, my other daughter lives up north, so she wasn't able to be there. But it was a real privilege to be able to recognize the youth that are part of this terrific organization and to present the D. Scott Youth Advocacy Award to one of those children. And that award will continue on from this point forward, and you can see a image of it right there. I do want to encourage people to attend. They have another comedy show coming up on March 10th, 2018, so keep an eye out for that, for this this worthy nonprofit that most people haven't heard about up until this time. Thank you.